afternoon. Today is the 1st of July, and for once we're actually recording the channel update at the right time, the very first day of the month. So June 2024 has been an interesting time actually. If I look through the most popular videos of the month, we find that there's something on there that, well, apparently none of you like, but the statistics tell me otherwise. The video about the 2024 MG3 Hybrid Plus. That video was filmed very quickly. I didn't have a lot of time to do it. I had a very narrow little opportunity, and I just made sure we did it. And it's been quite successful. So I'm very grateful to all of you who've watched that. I'm very grateful to my friend Stephen as well for supplying the car. That was the quickest way for me to get hold of one of those cars actually, was to just ask somebody who had one. And I think his car was registered like 10 days or so before the video, something like that. So that is good. Glad a lot of you enjoyed watching that. And then we have a whole load of other cars, older cars, that did quite well last month as well. The 1986 Rover 3500 Vitesse, that was actually recorded in April. The 1983 Austin Ambassador, yes, the wire edge, that was recorded at the beginning of May. And the end of May I recorded the 1975 Vauxhall Victor video. All those cars have done very well, the Victor in particular, because it's not been up very long. So it seems to be a particularly nostalgic car for a lot of you. As well, the video that did best in terms of Sherburn Shuffles was the visit to Barron's Classic Car Auctions. For some reason they just seem to be very popular videos. I'm very happy to keep making those, and they seem to be very happy for me just to go. I actually turn up most of the time unannounced. I don't even tell them I'm coming, and they're very sort of gracious, and they know I'm there, and they let me just come round and just tell you about the cars as I do. I don't really plan it particularly. I have some idea before I go of you know, what's there. I look through the catalogue and make sure that there's anything in particular that I'm really interested in, that I will make sure that I look a bit more detail about it. But other than that, it's just sort of what's actually there and what we can see. So I'll be going back again there this month, and I hope you enjoy the video from there, as well as a lot of other slightly shambolic shuffles that are coming up. Obviously we'll be going back to Lockseed Classic Car Clubs by monthly events. I'll only be doing one of them this month because there's something else happening at the end of the month that I'll tell you about in a moment. But yes, there's another one of those coming up next week. And we're also going back to the White Horse Ampfield, which is another monthly event that happens, which is local to where we live. And that is super very popular with a lot of you as well. There's always some really interesting stuff there. Although the last Lockseed video, which I recorded was yesterday, I don't think I've seen variety of that sort of type for quite a long time, in just one car park. So that's always very, very amusing. Also, I've got more no budget reviews, sensible second-hand reviews, contingency reviews, and sensible second-hand classics coming up. A lot of them were recorded last month. I'm actually recording 2 more videos this week. I did a lot last week at Summer Garage in Dudley. The first one of those, Toyota Auris, has already gone up, and they very, very kindly let me do quite a lot when I was there. It was a little bit like kind of sort of playing roulette, because 3 of the cars that I wanted to film weren't there, so I ended up doing 3 cars I had thought I was going to film and 3 I hadn't. I'll let you guess as it goes along which one of those that I had prepared properly and which I hadn't. One of the cars in particular was a total departure from what I'd normally ever film, and so that was an interesting experience. So I hope you enjoy those videos as well. We'll also be continuing with top 10 best-selling cars this month, which is some of you that are a very loyal audience, in fact not only a very big audience, but a very loyal audience, and you are very interested, like me, in getting into the statistics in detail in a way that no other channels do it. I don't think most people cover the top 10 best-selling cars every month. It's certainly not in the detail that I do, but that's what I like to do, and so we continue to do it. The main thing that will be happening though is an increase in the number of slightly shambolic shuffles that you'll see. As you remember from May, I basically kind of had an entire month of just doing virtually nothing else, and a lot of you seem to respond quite well to it. Some of you aren't into them, which is fine. Some of you aren't into other types of video, and there's one specific one that's a favourite, and that's fine. I like having a sort of variety of videos on the channel, and even the sensible second-hand reviews, which some of you just say, well, they're the most boring things ever. Well, they can't be, because actually over the long term they do really well. I've had some of those come to like 10,000 views plus over the course of a year, so there isn't, it's not just because, you know, that's a particular interest of mine, it's because actually some people do find them useful. That's why we continue to do them. Although at the moment the kind of older cars seem to be the ones that are preferred, apart from the brand new MG3. So I'd like to keep variety going. But the Sherburn Shuffles, the first big one, after these sort of smaller ones that are going to be coming up, will be the BMC Len Show, which will be happening on the 14th of July. I'm very blessed to be actually filming a collection of cars a couple of days before that someone relatively nearby actually has. We've had that in the diary for a while, so that should be fun, as well as the show, which I've been going to since 2020. Yes, I'm actually borrowing a car for that event. I won't tell you what it is yet, but I'm going to borrow a car for that event so I can park in the proper car park for it, which would be good. And then the weekend after that, the 21st of July, I'm actually going to an event that I've not attended in 5 years, which is the Sherburn Classics and Supercars, that I just stumbled across in 2019 when I was looking for things to actually do for the channel. And I went there very back in the day, which I probably won't do this time because it is quite a long way. It's quite a big event. It was far bigger than I was expecting, so I'm much more prepared this time for that, and hopefully you'll enjoy that as well. It's not just for the supercars, by the way. It's actually mostly classics from the experience I had last time, so it's not just going to be, you know, just lots of Lamborghinis and Ferraris I know nothing about, which is always a danger with me because I just don't know anything about them on one side, don't know what to say about them. The one after that, and this is the one that a lot of you have been expecting, will be Festival Exceptional. And Festival Exceptional is something I've had in the diary, so I think December or something, the tickets will sell, I booked them in. And we're hoping, now that we've actually got a new engine for the Nissan Sunny, Mr. Coleman and one of his friends very kindly picked one up for me. It came through the Nissan Sunny Facebook group, which was good. The chap on there was very kind and had one that was the exact swap for the car that I have, which is amazing actually. So we're hoping that will be ready in time. There's a possibility that it won't be because Mr. Coleman is an incredibly busy man, so it might not be possible to take it up there, but I'm hoping that it will be there and it will be on display for all of you who are going to see. As usual at that event, and this goes for every event that I attend, if I'm in the middle of filming and I sort of don't quite acknowledge that you want to have a chat or something, I'm not being in any way rude, it's just that I have to cover the whole event, and for me that is a very, very, very in-depth process, as you probably have seen with the shuffles that I do. And so I don't really have time to have any conversations with anybody when I'm doing it. It's not that I want to be rude to people, it's just that literally I need to get around. And the only way I can get around is by being focused and keeping going. Last year at Festival Exceptional, I just about got around the entire event before the prize giving ceremony, and that was me doing 9 parts, which would take me around 5 to 6 hours. So I do need to sort of get on with it, and it's the same at BMC Len Show and anything like that. You know, some people, they do it in a different way, and they probably have a bit of time to sort of talk to people in the process they use. The process that I use, and I just like the way that I do things. Not necessarily anybody else should do it this way, but I just need to sort of get on with things. So that's why, you know, you don't really see me stop and talk to too many people, because I simply need to get around and do it in the way that I always have done it. So I just thought I'd say that before you kind of thought that I'm just deliberately ignoring people. It's not the case, it's just I have to get on with what I need to do. But no, I'm very grateful to everyone who has subscribed. We actually had a lot more subscribers this month than I expected, which is fantastic. I'm also very grateful to all the channel members. The channel members are very supportive, and they get to see videos early, particularly from the top 2 tier channel members. You get to see these very vlogs about 3 weeks early. So if that's an incentive for you, then that's wonderful. If you don't wish to contribute in that way, then I'd rather you didn't. I'd rather that you actually just watch the videos all the way through and like them and left comments, because that's really sort of what counts. You can do that all for free. But thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching all the way through June. I really appreciate it. And welcome to the new members that we've got. Don't forget to, I suppose, subscribe if you haven't already done so, like this video, comment below, and we shall see you again next month for, I don't know, whatever's happened in July.